Welcome to DiceSized and welcome to History Check. We'll be talking Wish Hunter episodes 0 through 10 today. It's been a while, so let's hope y'all have proficiency in this skill. We're doing this episode as a chance to catch our breath, look back on the chaos so far, and get everyone, players and listeners alike, on the same page of the good book before we dive headfirst in the second half of this campaign. With me, as always, is my lovely table of friends and family. We, of course, have George.
Hey, it's G talking about our story halfway through, feels like maybe.
Yeah, about so. Yeah. I would say.
I don't want to spoil like a timeline, but it feels like a mid chapter. Feels like a midlife crisis for Parable.
Well, I feel like Parable is always in a midlife crisis, but we're in the thick of it. We're definitely in the thick of it. And we will see how far we get into it.
Ooh, the halfling half-life crisis.
Before we get to talking about that, our favorite halfling, though, we got to introduce the rest of our table here. Maya is also here.
Hey, it's Maya. You can call me Maya. Zen is also in a crisis of her own, but what's new? So we're just in the same flavor of holding on as tight as we can.
Yes. Yeah. Most likely to have a life crisis. I think we're doing superlatives at some point, and I don't know if I included that one, but that is definitely...
it's not even midlife. It's just all life.
Yeah, it's just
a crisis.
All of you guys are kind of always in crisis at certain points.
We need a spa day.
We need melodramatic.
We need breath work.
We need breath work. Just general zen.
As players and characters. Ooh. And my favorite person in the world who loves tea, besides Cassi, Savannah.
Sav here, reflecting on Cassie's journey so far. She has gone through so much that not only will she need to unpack it in therapy, but I have, in fact, brought up our table shenanigans with my own therapist. So that's pretty much a feat.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes this stuff just kind of pops out at the table. I found myself crying in a couple of episodes, I feel like, throughout 0 through 10.
You and me both.
Drama on the table, how they've turned.
Is it anything I did?
Oh my God.
Do you love me?
No, it's nothing you did.
No, I'm just joking.
It's nothing you did.
That's the core.
I'm kidding.
You're right. It's Sin's fault. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
Sin is so sorry.
That's what makes this table great. Do I feel loved? Do you feel loved? Yeah, we're all asking that all the time. You know.
That's why we start by jumping up and down and yelling, "I love you, I love you, I love you" at each other, because RSD be damned in this house.
Yes. A little peek behind the scenes. Every time we get together and record, we all, before we sit down to record, we've sound tested at this point. We've all gotten our bathroom breaks in, hopefully. And we're all ready to sit down. We all get in a big group hug and say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
And jump up and down.
You can see it on Instagram if you want.
You can see it on Instagram.
At DiceSized.
At DiceSized.
Also, if any of you needs me to say it, it's nothing that any of you have done.
Yes, I totally understand.
I'm choosing to believe it was in the light of like, wow, this thing in my life has created so much, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's a campaign about wishes. I assume that you're just like, I'm really manifesting stuff these days. Like Cassie does.
That is funny though, to
I
go
feel like we all know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
very relatable to go into a therapy session and say, okay, I'd like to talk about, my family and my relationships, but my character died last night and I just need to vent.
Or it's like she brings up, so today we're going to talk about internal family systems. I'll be like, let me tell you about a family.
Let's unpack this.
I have a family for you. Always.
Oh my God. Just setting those good examples for us in real life.
Cassie and Raya are such a very unique dynamic. I imagine that is quite interesting to explore just through like...
I'm parenting myself.
Yeah, kind of. You planted yourself firmly in your backstory. My mom's not here. And I'm just like, yeah, she's right.
Yeah, I was going to say you planted that firmly in my backstory. You're like, you know what Sav needs?
A starry clone of an impeccable similarity to your mother and constantly reminding you that they're not there.
So she's going to be talking about this very conversation in therapy next week.
I'll tell you, I take everything I said back.
Therapy fuel is what you're giving her.
Come with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I think it would be so fun.
Group therapy, fantastic. What a table always needs. And I think to save us from this conversation, we will instead, before we get to the rest of the trivia and such, we have a special mid-season recap to refresh and jog your memory. The lands apart. Once a world of many civilizations still bears the scars of the day the star stood still. That moment unleashed the Great Wishing and reshaped the world. In its wake, 3 realms emerged. fortune, favor, and fate. Our story unfolds in the rugged lands of fate, where survival depends on luck and resolve. Here, wish hunters rise to face the chaos left behind. Zin, Cassi, and Parable first met at the Rabbit's Foot, where a test of teamwork on their 10th gleaning earned them a place among the wish hunters of the Third Well. Though each had different reasons for joining, all were determined to help mend a world broken by careless wishing. Their first mission together, travel to the Domino Mountains, aid the monks of Starwatch Tower, and if possible, recover the lost fragment of Starfall that they sought. The road was far from easy. Rocketing through the sky, our wish hunters of the Third Well flew to the Sonoran Valley Forest. Here, the adventure truly began, as danger and uncertainty made itself known at every turn. From a sky that could lie to the many creatures and hazards born of wishes that filled this forest, our heroes faced each obstacle and threat bravely. They faced the hunger spirit turned wish drinker, agents of Count Chance, Prophecy and Atalanta, and crossed paths with allies like Dapple, the Furbolg Druid, Volano, the Cowardly Monk, and Lemillion, the well-meaning Wishmaster. Along their journey, they discovered strange wonders shaped by wishes, Scotty, Raya, and Saphondria among them. They also learned hard truths.
Zin began to reconcile her past with the present. In facing Aris and protecting the natural domain of Rainbow's fate, she found new strength through painful memories and loyal friends. Though the secrets of her childhood home, Domi, still await, Zin's resolve has deepened. She and Akuma may yet still change the world.
Parable questioned his oath. Once fueled by vengeance, he now walks a shifting path towards redemption. Seeing Scotty's sacrifice for Raya forced him to re-examine the tenets of his oath and himself. As the words of his oath evolve, so too does Parable. With vengeance ahead and justice and mercy at his sides, truth awaits him along the path he walks.
Cassi sought answers about the star and found more than she bargained for. Her wish to know the star also revealed her mother's godhood. Through her bond with Raya, Cassi has unearthed truths not only of the world's mysteries, but also about her very identity, her heritage, and her mother's ascension to a higher power. Cassi and Raya both seek answers to these questions.
Now, the heroes have begun to glimpse the deeper forces at play. The ascension of the Wizards Three into godhood, the mysterious battle of those gods taking place within the star that stands still, and the world's natural order rising to counter the chaos of unchecked wishing. These revelations have only strengthened the resolve of our party. With the Wish Drinker ahead and Glimmer, the captured Wish Dragon hatchling, in danger, the stakes have never been higher. As the fate of the world teeters, each hero must decide what they're willing to risk to set it right. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about what's happened so far. So we've got a few rounds baked in here, and I think we'll start with a little bit of a warm-up to get into just round one, open-ended questions. So to start us off, I have the first question.
Round one. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding. When did you laugh the hardest, and or what was your most unhinged moment at the table so far?
First thought that came to my mind was soliloquy.
Yeah,
and I just
Serrano.
listened to the after show of that episode, and the way we still, like, just be talking about it cackled, and when you clipped it in, I was like, oh, this is why we do what we do.
Oh, that is a good one.
So, because we were already, like, at that point on one, and it just was like the perfect peak of this like silly ass hour and a half that we just had.
I saw it as the perfect medium rare to the off the rails content that we have, because a lot of stuff we have to cut, right?
Yeah,
you know,
seriously.
but that was right on the subject material, but also so ridiculous. It was just,
well, it was the juxtaposition of it being such a serious moment, and then just like,
Just so everyone knows, this is the moment when Cassi asked Zin what formerly known as Star just said her real name was, Soraya. Cassi knew that to be her mother's name, and so in this foggy moment, she said, Zin, what did she say her name was?
And Maya had just heard Rob say it, and one ear out the other, could not remember. So I guessed.
Soliloquy?
And we're all laughing so hard, putting our own like the improv. Oh,
it was
so
also
good.
like a circle back, because we had just talked about like in canon how Esther had been shaping different names for Zin, and it had we had some like behind the table, or you know, like, what we would call that, over by the counter talk.
Yeah,
You know, like in the kitchen talk.
Watering hole talk.
Watering hole
well,
talk.
and also just the kind of mix-ups that come from your DM naming your NPCs things like Lemillion, Volano, and then the mixing of those feeling so good, like Lamano, Pavilion.
Aris, Eris, Vara, Vera.
Yeah, exactly. So no pressure to get it right, but it hasn't been there's been quite a few options. So.
We were definitely wound up into that though, and it was just a hilarious moment for such a depthy role play moment. Yeah, I remember writing the music and that it was really sad, and then we have this
a little bit of levity.
Yeah, like it's a shocking moment, and I love ending tracks. I'm not sure if I was able to in this one, but I love ending tracks at the end. Or right before we break into laughter. So we do that a lot at the table.
Yeah,
we'll have this big serious experience and someone will just break the ice and we'll all just start cackling. I love it.
And it's great because if you've only listened to the main feed, it just sounds like a regular ass interaction.
Yeah. Yep.
Just know that there's so much backstory.
And this one's dropping on the main feed, this big mid-season recap. So I'll clip in that one for main feed listeners.
Perfect.
Here.
You guys keep zoning out. Why do we keep doing that? Can we stop making that a thing? Is that a third well thing? Cannot that be a third well thing?
Zen, what did she say her name was?
Serrano?
Soraya.
Soraya? Okay, hold on.
Do we want to take a short break? Yeah, that's a good.
Soliloquy. I also just want to say that I fully ripped Akuma's head off.
Dude, you were scrambling as Zen in front of Scotty, fully apologetic, could not stop, and we're like, I can't talk about what happened because I don't know, and somebody just stop. It was great.
Soliloquy.
Okay,
I'm really like shit, dude.
Okay, let's pause on 3.
What's her name?
Soraya.
Soraya.
1, 2.
I have 2 moments that come to mind are zoomies.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah, that was my favorite role play. Often ends up with the familiars just because you get to develop such a relationship with PCs, but also your relationship with your players. And that was one that I was just like, we've done zoomies as an inside joke at the table before. That yes, felt so good. The energy there was just fantastic. And Akumis, Akumis.
Yeah, but Maya just getting whenever Maya gets into like a synesthetic state you can like almost tell when your mind theater starts becoming colorful or immersive, and it's almost when I had the benefit of being able to be across the table from you, so I get to see when your face and sometimes your eyes straight glaze over, you're in a new space. And you straight up put those boots on and you were in that cave and you were running around and you were having fun with your familiar.
But I was like, the camera is here.
Yeah.
And this is the frame.
Yeah, I had the framing. And zoom. In and out of frame. It was, that one cracked me. And then I completely forgot that one was an Igor moment. I can't remember what the other one was. I'll come back to it if I can remember. But
the counting, the backflips.
It was
the backflips were funny.
It was honestly like a moment in and around one of the bigger laughs, but in the listen back, it was so funny. I remember just it lighting me up for the rest of the session. It was kind of like more of a wholesome.
One of my favorite Igor moments is Igor saying to, I think, Esther, "You're really fun, aren't you?" Or just
yeah. The part I'm thinking of is when there's a 3-way conversation happening about Igor's parents and his relationship at home. And it's just kind of out in the open, and Igor's kind of getting bashed and he just doesn't really either care or acknowledge it. And, Zen is being like the popular girl, like mean girl energy. But
also penciling in time to process later.
Yes.
She's an aware queen.
That one broke me. That one was very, very funny. That one was good for me.
You'll have to listen to Zen's backstory to take.
Oh yeah, spoilers.
I think Rave Part 1 will have dropped by now. So Rave Part 1's on the main feed.
Oh, we should say spoilers.
Listen to that.
Yeah, spoilers in this episode.
That's true. On to the next question. What is a moment that you felt most in character, as if the choice in that moment truly belonged to them?
That's a good one.
I got to go on. When I decided, this is weird because it probably is the most scripted by format, but when I was Herbert and decided to go out to the woods and let fate happen and how it would happen, felt very, I am deciding to, because I weirdly with our role play, that episode altogether really fell into something there. And as I'm walking out as Herbert and making these decisions and ignoring the risks and everything in front of me and knowing where the story is probably headed, because we were still letting the dice tell the story. Yeah, that one I felt very in.
Yeah,
for sure.
and in terms of the script, that was actually the only unscripted moment, right?
Totally,
like, and
yeah.
I think that maybe that's why it felt like such a good in character moment, is because essentially that whole one shot, it's meant to give Herbert that moment, this moment that we all improv'd our way into. Like, I knew that I was going to introduce a threat. I didn't know that it was going to go to, I didn't know Herbert was going to go investigate it. I didn't know that
neither did I.
Just, yeah, the creation of that moment of improv was felt fantastically in character. So I'm glad you felt the energy. I think we all did at the table of just like, yeah, I guess that's what Herbert would do, having the life he has right now.
Yeah, I felt very proud. I remember describing how it felt for Herbert to be consumed by the wisp, the will of the wisp, will of the wish, and kind of describing the inward destruction from trying to get out based on your efforts and frustrations turning to self-hatred. I think I remember talking about, and that warping in on itself to simplify back into delicious. And it was just such a cool thing that Rob and I got to do back and forth, and I felt very in character. And
yeah, a wish for more is like the perfect excuse for a villain. So thank you for that. That has definitely shaped the campaign a little bit.
Yeah, you made a big baddie out of that one, though. That was some dice rolls and some improv character work and some build up, and it felt like leaving, almost like a theater production with the group, and then trying to take that story out. As when a film is filming a theater and the camera pans and follows the actor off the stage and the movie keeps going. Yeah, a lot of reasons where I would be attached to that moment, but it was awesome for Herbert there.
Yeah. If you haven't listened to The Monkey's Paw, Herbert, it was a fantastic character to come from that and to stick around. I think one of the things that I loved most about that was the fact that I have a whole list of like wish-born creatures, a will of the wish being only one of them that I wanted to introduce towards the campaign. And that one has just become a seed that has spawned a ton of world lore and helped me like build out the actual wish system that I'm kind of working above the magic system of D&D. So yeah,
totally.
Huge props to Herbert and the many creature names that he becomes.
That's kind of the
Herbert.
Yeah, that's the joke now, right? Who can list all the names for
that? Is actually
okay. We gotta
wait till trivia later.
Yep,
no, don't worry about it. I'll keep it. Any other really like in character moments that you guys want to get off your chest?
Cassi, I think in episode 2 or 3, was feeling really exasperated with not having skills that were translating from her lab to real life when we first fought the hunger spirit.
Yeah.
I was both, in character, Cassi was exasperated, but as Sav, I was also frustrated with my character sheet and like still growing into it and figuring it out. And yeah, I just felt really, I don't know if that is directly the most in character I've been, but I felt really tangibly tied to Cassi in that frustration of like, what can I do here? How can I help? How can I contribute to this confrontation?
What an answer. I feel like frustration isn't one that my brain would initially toss at me as in character, but you're totally right that a lack of options is something that you as a player can deeply, deeply feel, that your character is also feeling at that moment. Like that crossover happens so often, like out of spell slots, my character's drained of energy. Both of these things suck.
Yeah.
That I love when the mechanics support the feeling that the role play should drive.
Yeah. Also the feeling of like, am I equipped? Was this the right choice for me to continue seeking out greater and greater challenges as a wish hunter? This promotion, this promotion to
elevation,
to wish hunter of the third well, like, is this meant for me?
That adversity is actually really relatable. I was having a hard time with Parable specifically picking like an in-character moment, because I always feel very in character with Parable. But if I were going to put it on a spectrum, I definitely feel like the role play we have in combat for Parable specifically, it definitely always connected beyond.
Parable does seem to find himself in crisis.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
Like during the casual time, he's literally hiding beneath Cassie's legs or behind Zin, and
or holding Zin's pinky.
But then suddenly battle happens and like Lemillion pops out, and Parable's the one that like raises a blade to him.
Yeah. He always surprises himself. Yeah.
I think for Zin, the two that come to mind would be in the fight against Coin, where she, and I think a lot of it was probably brought about because of the interaction and role play with Akuma and her of like, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And like, I don't know. And then her like mechanically missing her fireball versus the like other rays, and like that whole development moment of, but like,
then still having a hex so that you did necrotic damage. So that, what we're talking about now, just for listeners who probably don't listen to the episode 6 times in a row like I do. This is the moment that Zin and the party are escaping from the hunger spirit. Zin, in a moment of desperation, throws out 3 scorching rays. Her that she role plays does not hit. Akuma's definitely does, but with your hex, you're also doing Zin-driven necrotic damage.
Yeah, which I really liked as a character development moment, I think. And it felt really...
How did you flavor that exactly? Because we had a really cool way about, was it like smoke that kind of swept around and like...
for my hex?
Yeah, I remember you and Akuma were talking and you're like, Akuma's like, yeah, totally. You're definitely not strong at all. As like the smoke is eating away and degrading the hunger spirit sizzling in the background. As it's like, yeah, I guess I can't.
I can't do anything right. I just can't help. And I just like too that she kept firing off shots instead of like going to bust through the crystal with her friends. Like it was just like, I'm going to stand my ground. And she was very in Zin shoes. I think the next one would be the Aris. Like how she...
I love the choices you've made.
How she dug into his brain, like what she said, like in that, it just felt, I was like, yep. And you had described it perfectly of like how Zin lined up so well with Aris's inner monologue. And when you said that, I was like, yeah, that's what I felt. That's what definitely just happened.
I think that's the cool thing about going into more in-depth character creation when you're early stages of a campaign. You're talking to your DM about like, how can my character fit in this world? All of you guys did different things to really attach yourselves to the world, but Zin built out like several NPCs that have become very dear to me and, love to hate dear to me in the way of Aris Vara. But the choices that you made with Aris, like it felt like you were either digging into my brain or digging into like the original inspiration of us like talking about, oh, there's some bully in your community. He sucks. He's using the holy light for the thing that gives the holy light a bad name. And Aris Vara was spawned into the douchebag that he is. God.
I think it was really fun right away. I think we talked about this a little bit and how each of our characters had an element of world building. They brought in a little bit of a niche too. In my opinion, it was Zin bringing a little bit of a community immediately that we could kind of get a vibe of at least how one of these areas in this Lands Apart operated. And Cass's connection to Star Watch, we had a political system right away. So we had a religious system, we had a political system, and Parable had this kind of like
worldview.
Yeah, this general worldview background of it kind of have more history with Parable right away. We got some we kind of flew into an improv backstory. I think that led to a format in one of our episodes. But I felt like he kind of had this like kind of timeline to it of like this operational, worldview background, and it was nice to come at the world with all of those angles right away as characters. I'm thinking about any time that Parable has had opportunity to see Zin and Cass through Divine Sense, as just when you mentioned the Aris moments, I was like, man, I have a bunch of visuals too, but you were on fire and smoke, and Cass is void of stars, and definitely a lot to unpack around some of the in-character moments. This could go on all episode for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
The mind theater is mind theater.
Yeah.
Lots of ones where I also just like, out of all of the NPCs, Lemillion, I feel like everything I do is Lemillion. I'm just like, that's what Lemillion would do. I know exactly that's him.
Which one caught you off guard emotionally?
Oh, don't read down my list here. And with a preamble of our next question, which NPC moment caught you off guard emotionally?
Are we all going to say it? Do we all have different ones, or it's just one? Or am I the only one that thinks there's
1,
an
2,
obvious?
3, Scotty. Yeah. What's that? A different one.
I was gonna joke and say every single interaction between Cassi and Raya.
Oh, yeah.
But also Scotty was my first thought. How could it not be?
Yeah,
That episode
Scotty.
dropped today.
Yeah, I literally tears in my eyes as I'm just like, guys, stop being nice to Scotty.
Just
as he's
be here
What a good lesson to anyone who doesn't want to think about death. You just gotta embrace it and be there for.
You gotta.
Yeah,
We're dying.
We're dying.
How beautiful.
Dying at every moment, dissipating with every wish that we spend on our days.
But to live will be an awfully big adventure.
Oh, what's that reference?
Peter Pan.
Yes. Oh, we got to do a Peter Pan one shot. That sounds.
That's my dreams.
Yeah, definitely Scotty's general character alignment, especially after I had my discovery of that how he was treating Raya, and kind of evolved that right away. I was also proud of Peril, but now that right away he was very paladin shaping. But the other one definitely is when Raya and when you saw Star for the first time as she was. And that was because she's evolved. It's been easier, I think, to forget that like you're constantly going through that reflection a little bit. But,
yeah, I agree. Constantly.
Constantly.
I know it's funny to be like, oh, it's been 36 hours and now I can totally picture this person as like my sisterly, chummy. But it's
I do experience a lot of like goosebumps moments with you and Raya, just because I feel like the bounce back between you two is just so natural. And speaking of, one moment that I have to mention is also Cassi driven. I think the very first moment that I got like real chills in this campaign was episode 0 when Cassi it's not when she wishes upon the star, which is dope. That's a bone chilling moment too. All of you guys have bone chilling moments, but there's a moment when I say, yeah, your father has your mother's journal. It's there, and you can see that although you've seen him with it many times, he's never written in it. And as you take it, blah, 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 stuff happens. I say something, and then you say, he is comforted, and I am hurt, but it's for the best. And we just move on from there. And every time I listen to it or every time I think about it, it reminds me of where Cassi spawned from, which was this idea of the balance of all things. And that was just a moment where balance was found in such an interesting choice of taking the journal for the good of things. Yeah. The nuance there
deep right away.
There was a lot of really deep moments I found with Cassi right at the top of the campaign, for sure.
Oh, and Belle
was very sweet.
I mean, I love Zin's breaking and mending and pinky promises right away. And your general parental engagements and role play were always very moving, whether they were traumatic or not. And Aris as well, like dealing with the power dynamic of someone you were promised to. Gosh, all of that. It is hard to pick some of these because the NPCs, thank you so much for everybody at the table helping build out the NPCs with you. But thank you, Rob, for a lot of the momentum you've carried into ones that matter. It's easy to, want a certain NPC to matter a lot. And, the DM has the option to make them more important or less important. And for you to kind of go through our lens and highlight things. Yeah, Zin's just, you have a lot.
We plugged in keywords and you created a masterpiece.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thanks, Rob GPT.
That's terrible. Moving on. I really appreciate that. I think as a DM, you have only so many pieces that you can put on the board during a session. And in my opinion, the ones that the players give you from their brain are often the best. And I actually have so many moments from the Rave flashback, especially part 2, which isn't main feed. So I don't want to talk about how like the moments playing your dad is such a Zin. Your dad.
I wanted to say that whole sequence, but I'm like,
it's an intense experience being Elias Pending because I feel his belief, his devoutness, and more than anything, I feel the pressure that his faith puts upon him.
Yeah.
And yeah, just acting that out, I feel like the words, I'm getting hyped up as I speak right now because the words that he speaks almost have a driving belief behind them, as if there is no other option other than to follow with the rules of the light.
That makes the NPCs, I think, much more realistic when you're pulling from really human hypocrisy or true ironies, you know. So he's not I choose to be evil this day, you know, that you're shaping this greed or this pressure, you know, rather than even something, you know, he's trying to proactively achieve. He's trying to react to something. He's scared, he's angry,
and
he's worried.
It's always worth it for some reason.
Yeah.
Zin gives him that benefit of the doubt too. Like deep down, she knows that he's being pressured. She knows all the pressure he's under and he's just trying to do his best and like, you know, give him every excuse in the book. But I like that she stands her ground and as much as she can, you know, you can still have to love the light, but it's, that whole sequence shivers. But
you'll have to listen you'll have to join the Patreon to listen to part 2 of Zin's flashback to find out more. But you can even tell from session 0 that Zin's dad is a dick.
He's a dick.
Yeah. Well, kind of related, I have another one here. What is a moment that you wish your character would have handled differently?
Cassi let Volano off the hook way too easy.
I love how
when she went in on him about Star Watch and the shit that they're doing over there, and then he like whimpered a little, and she was like, "You're right. I shouldn't be so mean. I know it's not all your fault. I was way
you did let him off the hook a little bit. Yeah,
I should have roasted him over the coals for just like a little while longer because I think Cassi would have.
Yeah, I think you might have broken him a little bit to the point of inactivity, because there was a midpoint there where I'm considering in my head, Volano, he's got a mission from the Star Watch Tower, and yeah, Cassie's making him think about some stuff, but he's still eyeing up Raya with some plans here. And I can imagine a world where give me an intimidation check. Let's just see.
Oh geez, okay. 7.
Maybe
but with my Cassi die, 10.
Mid.
I think it was Sav recoiling from, I mean, it was one of the first times you and I like really had some sharp banter across the table, and I was getting feisty with you. And I do wonder if it was like me trying to soften that interaction. Like, I'm sorry, I did just have to quip at you for 10 minutes and be mean, and now I'm going to be like, it's okay.
It is funny how one of this table's most, I think, natural dynamics that you guys have found as a party of 3 is when I play a character that needs to be interrogated and the energy that comes out, that was reflective of it, of just the intensity of just like, okay, whatever you need, I will give it to you.
It is funny though to accidentally apologize in character and end your rant rather than like taking a pause and say, hey, I know I'm ranting at you, but I'm going to stay in this.
You did quit while you were ahead, which I think was such a good Cassi move.
It was very telling to Cassi. It shaped Cassi a little bit in that moment. Yeah.
And I can also imagine a world where if you'd really driven into Volano, like, hey, Star Wars Tower sucks, they suck, he would have doubled down on his position rather than admit that you were right.
I think the regret is, or the, you know, what I wish I would have changed or handled differently was I know it's not your fault. You don't deserve this anger, because I do think he did deserve the anger and the frustration.
Yeah,
I think his ignorance was shitty. And
exactly. His ignorance has hurt people, I'm sure.
So it's not that I wish I had gone farther in on him. Just, I really let him off the hook.
Yeah,
you did.
Easily. You did just a little
bit. But there's time. We've got time.
I, as DM, appreciated it. So
we'll buckle up.
Oh, fuck. She's coming back for me. Any other big wish you would have handled different moments?
It's still hard to think of the combat with Atalanta as parable. I played the character Atalanta, or Addie, in the Coliseum.
Oh yeah, that one's Patreon exclusive, so you're not getting that unless you're on the Patreon. But Atalanta was another bad guy created by, but Atalanta was another villain created from one of our fantastic one shots.
And I think when I was fighting her as Parable, there was this massive pressure in the background from an internal want to try to keep her alive and have her become a friendly NPC. I'm like, I want to, have this, and the way that she came in, I'm like, that's multiple nat 20s away, in a row. Like that's that's a high DC. That's not gonna happen for me to have it end into leaving this great warrior stranded wherever. And that is, I guess, in a subset is like, I wish that we could have helped Prophecy maybe a little bit more. There's an empathy a little bit there, but it was a pretty cool death. That was pretty epic. So
yeah, Atalanta and Prophecy were both difficult decisions. I mean, Raya was the one to finish off Prophecy, and that was just a moment of, hey, we're all feeling this flavor of Raya needing to step into her power.
We'll take this loss.
Yeah.
And so that,
and her name was Prophecy, like a star-ending prophecy is like, if you say that out loud, star-ending prophecy, it's very suiting to the camp. Yeah, right. It was like this is a metaphor of what's happening.
and it's very easy to role play as a DM because I saw it coming until she doesn't, and she's like, I don't see it coming.
Yeah, it did feel like a little spy you had set up to be nice to us until we got fucked later.
I was rolling charisma saves to see how honest she could be with herself, because I think she knew that even if she had fully tried to switch allegiances, a wizard like her master, the wizard Warren, would definitely have a way to take advantage of any sort of choice that she made to leave. And I don't think she wanted to admit that like, as much as she was wanting to say, I am a wish hunter, that comes with a lot of fucking baggage that I'm not even ready to work through.
That was a nuanced one. I love when combat comes with a less black and white morality to everything, where it's not so much we definitely have to kill that guy, that you have to be more creative when direct violence isn't the entire solution. In D&D, it's fun to filter it down to that sometimes, but it's also fun to have those like, oh, we gotta knock her out so that we can bind her up and ask her questions and figure out whose side's on whose. That's all fun for me. I love that part.
Figuring out all the factions at play and all the big players.
Yeah, but I do wish that I could have handled differently the violence towards one of my favorite characters. I love Addie. Addie's very cool.
Well, we'll have to see what happens in the rest of the campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't see her die.
Yeah, it was just. Yeah,
I'll do some rolls.
Herbert doesn't make me hopeful.
That's fair. And our last question I have here for our first round: what was your favorite player character moment that wasn't your own? I'll take a quick, brief answer I think from all three of you.
I have said this in several after shows, but I really loved when Parable uses his pen blade as a rear view mirror.
Oh yes,
just really love it.
Yep, love it. It works every time. Well, except for the time that it didn't.
But it was fun.
It was fun.
So not super deep, but it just really clever and tickles my brain.
Each time I'm reminded of Indiana Jones for some reason.
The reflection in the
like
sword.
Spy vibes. Yeah.
Just a little guy.
Yeah. Quick one for me would be the emotional drama that comes out of Zin. The first time we see you in combat with Coin was pretty fucking epic. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, that felt epic.
First time that Akuma looked afraid of you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did some damage and the visuals were cool.
Yeah. Totally fine. You'll get the hang of it someday. Sees that you definitely have the hang of it already.
If there's not a paper plate award for most epic
Ooh.
character moments, I think that it would be Zin's.
Oh, guys.
There have been some good ones.
Just like consistently in every episode, I feel like a lot of Zin growth.
Yeah, when you were going back.
She's on a fast train.
Yeah, she's working hard in therapy.
The work that you are doing has paid off, though. You guys have really made some friends and destroyed any enemies that have come your way throughout Zin's moments, especially because, like, I'm thinking of just the whole period of you while we're doing the flashbacks of the rave and meeting Scotty in present. I mean, we're playing these things simultaneously, so it was just really cool to see you step up as Zin in a lot of ways of just like, well, in the flashback, we saw how regretful, like, the choices that Zin makes lead her to betraying Scotty in her mind. And in the main feed, I don't think you even have to listen to the rave part 2 to know that shit must go down for Zin to feel so regretful. And you make me feel that in the main feed, even if you haven't had the chance to listen to rave part 2.
Thanks.
The moment of the memories flooding back in the cave.
Oof. Oh, so good. And Parable feeling Igor's memories and Cassi feeling Esther's. So cool. So
very
cool.
well done. Very, very great way to twist that all back together.
Oh, what? So fun. I miss those guys.
I have one more for Cassi. The rant that you had at Milano.
Yes.
When I was scoring music for it, I remember like accidentally, like I was really in flow state on that one, and I was in it, and I was like 4 tracks deep on your recording, and I was putting these layers in, and it just turned into this like I realized that I was platforming something that was happening, which was something very hard to do, is eloquently being in your character and emotionally like expressing as them consistently for a while in like a high energy. It's improv. It's not like you're reading a script, right? I felt world building happen there, like as if color was glowing out of that moment and building out some of the smaller corners you would have to spend a lot of time, talking about to figure out whether that's like how someone feels when they read the newspaper in this world. Kind of came out of that moment.
That's exactly. I was going to say it was the product of political strife and frustration. So
Totally.
it really was.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off again.
it was fueled by that, and I felt very grateful that it aligned with like my, all of our own like timely frustrations. It sort of just wrote itself.
Mm-hmm.
It worked.
That was good.
Thank you.
Cassie would be a really good motivational speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
No pressure.
I can see her in the village with the children. Only. Yeah. That's who I can motivate. Bill Nye, who?
Well, I have another one for Cass. Would be the star song between her and the big dragon.
I was just about to say that whole dream dinner with all of you is fantastic, but I also have a huge hip for that one, which was, and if you're not aware, hips on our after show on the Patreon are our praise for one another. And so hip huzzah to you, my love for the star song inspiration and allowing Raya to step up and like you inspired me, I think, to realize that Raya and Savannah were very much the same but different, and that connection wouldn't have happened, I think, without you saying, "Yeah, Raya, go for it, go ahead, follow your instinct."
Thank you.
Yeah, your trust with yeah. Mm-hmm.
And, oh God, another moment during the dream dinner, I ask all of you, "What's your favorite meals in front of you?" Again, all fantastic answers. But all of you uniquely different. I'll talk about
a little bit of levity. I know.
Cassie's was just as soon as you say it's an item, it's an add-on. It's not actually the meal itself. It's just a trinket that goes with it. So inspiring for me to then describe like an anti-gravity silly straw. So yeah, and of course Zin's dinner of the neurotic amount of blueberries at differing rates of
oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Faribault, you had just like a cookie with frosting on it. Zin's over here like doing fucking science and shit.
The frozen blueberries.
9 of them.
9. That's right.
Placed around the bowl, so by the time you get to the last one, it's the most melted.
Oh my God.
Blowing on
because you don't deserve just comfortable temperature food.
No, because Zin likes the fully frozen. It's the experience. The texture stages do matter, and they all need to be appreciated.
Yes, absolutely.
Warming up for your day.
Speaking here right
9
now,
blueberries in a row.
I feel like I really feel like you're defending it on some level, but
what?
I make my overnight oats and that's it.
They all deserve credit. Stages of thaw.
That is a good point. When as a kid, I used to eat cinnamon frozen waffles, and I would toast up 2. But while 2 are toasting up, I would eat 2 frozen because
you got to elevate your experience.
Exactly.
I don't know why I said as a kid. I only did that last week. That's a good round 1. Give me a ding ding.
Ding ding.
Nice. And I think on to round 2. Right at it, guys. To get the listeners ready for this, to buzz in, everyone has chosen a visual cue for me to signify that they know the answer and are ready to answer. But for you guys, they have also chosen a sound effect.
Sav's is quack.
Love a quack. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to moo.
Okay, awesome. We have a moo. We have a quack and a moo.
What's your barnyard animal, Maya?
What else do we have on the farmyard?
On the farmyard.
You fucking alien creature.
It's really what it's going to be. Because we're like,
Okay. I think that's a
We've got a flying bird, a flightless bird. Well, ducks can fly.
And an abyssal chicken.
Abyssal chicken.
Look it up in the monster manual. It's there.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Oh,
You're just a charred eagle geese.
No, I forget. Yeah, we got to have an eagle geese, a charred one wing.
Well, what I'm thinking, it's a magical world, so I'm assuming like about half of them survive. We just have charred, featherless eagle geese flapping around.
Okay, so we have Maya with Team Eagle Geese, and we have Savannah with Team Duck. Team Duck. I mean, excuse me, Team Duck, and we have G with Team Cow. Or Team Bull? What would you prefer? Team Steer?
He's really, really taking
not an
this
important question.
seriously.
It is. No, it really is. It really is.
It's not at all.
It has to be cow related, but I don't want it to be too adjacent.
You could be an udder.
Team Jerky?
Team 2%.
Utter 2%. There it is. Yeah,
Okay,
team
2%. Awesome. So adding into
that's
round
why you do what you do. Thank you.
Okay, and you guys will be competing for heroic inspiration. I don't know. I don't actually have a reward for this, but
Yeah, you do.
what do
It's
I?
just a mystery to us. It's an IOU.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I have a blank check to my players for whoever wins this, and each of these questions will be worth 1 point unless I say differently. And I'm sure none of these sound effects will get obnoxious at all. So to start us off right away, please only raise your visual cues and sound off with your sound effect if you know the answer.
Do we have to wait till you finish
You do
reading?
not have
I'm
to wait
sweating.
until I'm finished reading.
This is everything we didn't know we needed.
My hands are climbing.
We might
But
not be
as,
friends.
as
after
soon
this.
as you
We need
raise your visual
buzzers.
cue,
You
I
gotta
will
answer.
I will stop reading the question.
Okay.
Oh.
Deal.
Ooh, one of us should have been a bee. Bzz.
Do you want to be?
Do you want to
God
be
damn it.
the sound of a buzzer? That might make a lot of sense. I really thought someone was going to go there.
Can I still be team 2%?
Yes, you can still be 2%,
Nice, okay,
but you are now the sound of a buzzer.
Nice.
Okay. awesome.
Got it.
So no longer the sound of a move. Love it. Not confusing at all. Question 1. By what name is the frozen star known as in the campaign?
Quack.
Oh, come
I
on.
heard,
It was great.
I heard
I forgot my sound
Abyssal
effects.
chicken.
Solaris, boy.
Solaris. That is
Yeah.
correct. To finish off the question, otherwise known as the star that stood still or the frozen shooting star, the answer being Solaris for the official name of the
Soliloquy.
celestial object.
Soliloquy. Soliloquy.
Question 2. In the Cave of Wonders, Scotty's first gift to the heroes was Team 2%?
The lucky pen blade.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
The first gift.
The very first gift.
Oh, can I rebuzz in? No,
No.
I
Oh,
Other two get an answer first.
like the first in like a sequence of gifts, or was there one that stood out prior to all the other gifts?
Just let George answer.
Okay.
Was it a Thames last breath?
No,
Incorrect.
that came after.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, quack. The boots?
Incorrect. I think we're going to call it
Wait,
there.
wait,
Call
wait.
it.
Lantern?
Yes, right. That's what I was gonna say.
Incorrect.
Oh,
I think
Tell
we're,
us.
I think we're going to call it
it's my
there.
sword. Damn it.
I will actually give Team 2% the point there because in the episode Cave of Wonders, you actually do get the Tarnished Luck Blade as the first gift. However, the episode previous to that, Scotty creates
the
flaming
scimitar.
scimitar for Zen. So-
Because it was
right
the
there.
flashback. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
got thrown off because
but
it wasn't the sword. It was
We
the
had
scimitar.
so much stuff.
That was a
We
good
like went
question.
to the mall in
Thank
those
you,
3
thank you.
episodes.
I will give Team 2% the point though because it is technically the first gift that Scotty has that he gives you because the flame tongue scimitar he describes as a gift from the Cave of Wonders.
Okay,
So
okay.
technically correct on that first answer.
Cool. Cool. I love being technically
the
correct.
best
It's
kind
the
of
best kind of
correct,
correct.
right? Yeah, exactly. Question 3. The prismatic wish dragon wormling found upon returning to Dapple's domain is called
I think it was George.
I think it was
I don't know who it was.
Team 2%.
Was oh no. Gloom?
Incorrect.
Wait.
Do you have any other answers or would you like me to finish the question?
Quack.
Team Duck.
Grata.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Oh yeah.
Let me finish the question here. Is called Gloom in common, but
Oh.
what is his draconic name?
Aha.
I knew you were gonna do that. I couldn't remember Grata, so it was
Question 4. What term describes the wish stress that populates the world?
Emovies?
Correct.
Nice.
What's that sound effect you're using? I don't know. It's an abyssal chicken.
That's true.
It's giving duck.
Team
It
Abyssal
is giving
Chicken.
duck. I should mix it up.
Do you want do you want the buzz?
No,
I'll the moo.
no, I'm
We
gonna
can't switch it
squawk
up
in a
halfway
different
through.
level. I feel like you say quack and I make a quack sound.
Just trying to get it out. Yeah.
Like,
Question 5. What is the ancient name for the world revealed by Raya?
Atlas.
Correct.
oh yeah, that was yours to win.
That's a point.
Yeah. I get a
Point to Team 2%. Question 6. Which forbidden devices schematics nearly knocked Parable unconscious when he glimpsed them in the memories of the book?
Armillary?
I will give an,
What is armillary?
I will give an opportunity for a more specific answer.
What is the grand armillary?
Team Duck takes the point.
Sorry, Maya.
It's not just an armillary.
I think you should get a half point for that,
No, it's
but the dice
fine.
don't work that way.
Good stuff.
I can math some
I
math.
love you,
up with
bud.
it.
Okay, Esther.
That is the Grand Armillary, a celestial mapping device that supposedly the Bookwell had schematics of, and that Starwatch Tower had plans of building at one point.
I think they built it. I think we're in for a rude awakening.
Interesting.
I'm nervous.
I will not confirm or deny. This next question has 4 possible answers. Whoever is able to get the most of them correct will take the point, and in the correct order. What are the 4 primary names, and in the order that they appeared, of the creature that consumed coin and granted Arisvara power?
Abyssal turkey over here. Abyssal chicken.
Team Abyssal Chicken, what's your answer?
So the 4 names in order
Yep.
as
and
they appeared.
I will say that I'm rather nebulous with the phase 2 name.
I definitely thought you were
Is-
going to say phase 1.
In the main feed.
Correct.
Ah,
Noted.
Monkey's Paw is in the main feed though.
that's right.
Herbert, would that count? Herbert. Spirit Cloud was one of them. You said
I will accept it.
Hunger Spirit, because then we clarified.
I will call that a duplicate.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Oh,
Spirit Cloud. Really?
I think this is a 5 answer.
I
I think she should get a bonus.
Because we didn't
point
know
if
it was
she got them all.
hungry until it was on the ground with us.
Yep.
That's true, but I'm
But
still
in the
calling that
sky
as
was a spirit cloud.
that is equivalent to Spirit Cloud.
Oh, okay. Herbert, Spirit Cloud. Because that's the 4th one.
Mm.
Hunger Spirit. Okay. Wish Drinker.
No,
There's one
actually,
before
no,
that?
excuse me. I actually have Hunger Spirit. So Herbert is the first one.
Wait.
Yep, let them go.
Correct. Herbert has been correctly identified as the first of the 4.
Okay. Herbert, the Hunger Spirit,
Yeah, I would say that's equivalent
interchangeably with like the golden
cloud.
light.
Yes,
Yeah,
and the
okay.
cloud spirit, the golden hunger. We called it many things, but during that time, I think that sums it up.
And then, oh no, I'm second guessing myself.
Correct.
Is it? Wait. Is it ever?
That's 4.
That's 4. That's not 3.
You're missing 3.
I'm missing 3. Okay. If it's not Wish Drinker, I might be. I'll pass it. No.
I don't think you said it.
It is.
You
Wish
didn't say
Drinker.
it.
Oh wait. Oh, I thought that was.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I can give you incorrect. Yeah, I'll pass it. Yeah.
Well, this feels cheap.
Team
Herbert,
Duck, you got it.
Hunger Spirit,
Yep,
Wish
equivalent with
Drinker,
the cloud.
Ever.
Got it. Yep, there it is.
there it is.
Bada
Because
bing,
Ever
bada
came
boop.
last.
Yes,
How many points?
At Savandria, excuse me. Oh, how many points?
Just
That was just
one.
1 point for that
Oh,
question. Yep. But a well fought point. And that last one came from Raya, who told you that, yes, her brother, the first of all ever, was likely the one that to become the Wish Drinker.
Because that Wish Drinker to Evan Ever.
Yeah.
Wish Drinker to Ever pipeline.
We're bringing it real 2005.
And each name did kind of have a
Rachel
purpose.
and Evan.
Obviously, I think I've talked about this in after shows before, but Herbert was obviously Herbert the person, and then the hunger spirit that he became was more so like the newborn period for what was going to become the Wish Drinker and finally named once conscious Ever. Raya had a way different experience falling to a domain and not having to consume things for power. She was
Bless her heart.
able to like incubate within the domain, whereas this Wish Drinker creature seems to be an amalgamation of consumption and devoured souls.
Yeah, I tripped myself up. I thought there was something before Wish Drinker. I
Yeah,
knew it was
yep.
Wish Drinker Ever. I just thought
That's
there was
why,
something.
this one was a kind of interesting question because I have literally.
Was there something
I
in
have
between there? Because I feel like there was Golden Light
I
and like the
have-
Spirit
Yeah.
Cloud, and there was like
golden
some.
hunger spirit, spirit of hunger, hunger cloud. All
I think Spirit and Cloud, I mixed 2 from that whole period.
Yeah, I think what I was thinking was
we said prism cloud.
well, Herbert
too.
the Hungry was like was kind of like
the prismatic.
the prismatic. Yeah, there was like a few in there that like it was really cool because it felt like as you discover something and you let your definition of that thing change, it's okay for the name to change too.
Well, and I think too, like when Rob was describing it as the DM, he would use the name that the player characters they didn't know, so they were making up like it looks like a prism cloud or like the golden light or like
descriptively this.
Yeah.
So good though. I've absolutely loved the growth and terrifyingly so.
I have very much indeed enjoyed the crystallization of the Wish Drinker. It's been good to set down all the other ones.
Herbert's on a hero's journey.
Taking the long way.
He's taking the long way.
For my next question here, question 8. This is a character-specific question towards Parable. So, Parable, you're actually not going to have a chance to answer here. However, if the other two aren't able to get it correct, you'll receive double points if you are able to get it correct.
Uh-oh.
So,
if he can get it correct?
If he can get it correct by stealing it from you guys. So, for a question dealing with Parable, Team Abyssal Chicken and Team Duck, you're up. Following the encounter with Arisvara, which Oathstone effect, described with a single word, did Parable use to discover that Volano had betrayed his former party by casting Levitate upon himself to escape while the other monks were left behind and below to be consumed?
And the Oathstone single word?
Yes, following the encounter with Arisvara, which Oathstone effect, described with a single word, did Parable use?
Vex? No, Bix? Box? God damn it.
Team Duck, that is incorrect, as that is a weapon mastery that Parable uses upon his rapier.
Oh, I want to help. I feel bad.
You can't.
I know.
Truth? Fair guess
Team
when it
Abyssal
comes
Chicken,
to...
that is incorrect. Parable with the steal. Team 2%, what do you got?
I'll take what is witness?
Witness is correct.
Witness mode.
Witness mode.
Parable, that is 2 points to you.
What mode was... You could have said what mode was Brick in, and I've been like, witness.
The fact that I just worded it like a test question.
You didn't say mode.
Yep.
I said
mode
which Oathstone effect?
Mode. But you didn't say mode.
Oh, I didn't say mode.
Yeah, I always say mode after I change it. Yeah,
that was like an exam question versus like a just regular quiz or whatever.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, that was on the study guide.
It's funny because we've established that I 100% like project that onto the.
You don't need to switch it.
But that's like something I do. I switch it into its modes.
I love that because it's just like, hey DM, I hope that you don't crit on me soon as I to switch it into defend mode.
Right.
Okay, you can have double for that. Huh?
So 2 points to 2%.
She'll allow it.
Yes, I'll allow it. Fine. On another technicality.
Well, Zen, maybe you can get something back on this Zen-related question. So once more, Abyssal Chicken, you are not able to answer, and our other 2 teams here are.
Smug energy. I can't compete.
His legs crossed, he's leaning back.
I'm just tired.
George is in a mood.
Am I? That's great.
He's just unmasked.
He's existing.
For this Zen-related question, what is the name of the strict fantasy cult that worships the holy light?
Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Do you have anything else?
Star Callers?
Incorrect. Would you like me to finish the question, or would you like to try to
Yes, just finish the question.
I dicked it up.
I dicked it up. I really thought you were going to say I bricked it.
Bricked it.
I'm bricked up.
So I was like, not good. But also so funny though with Brick.
Yeah, right. It makes sense, unfortunately.
oh, Brick, I found you.
God.
I'm finally bricked up once more.
Love being bricked up with my buds.
Bricked up with my bottom button boys.
I took her to my penthouse and I bricked it.
Terrible. I'm telling you, you can't be saying that.
I thought it would be a great name for the, hanging above our door.
Brick boys.
Don't brick. Why'd you have to say, come brick us up?
We brick here.
So to finish that question, what is the name of the strict fantasy cult that worships the holy light and the names of its leaders?
Oh.
The look on Sav's face right now. As if she's clutching at straws in a dark, dark void.
I am.
Me too.
Can I buzz?
George made this noise that was like, oh, it's so obvious. And I'm like, wait a second. Hold on, please. Will you repeat the question?
What is the name of the strict fantasy cult that worships the holy light and the names of their leaders?
In the names or and the names?
And the names of its leaders.
Oh. I don't know.
The analysts say and the star callers, and the leaders are the chosen one is Arisvara. The ward is Mr. Pending, and the chalice is Miss Pending. And I'm waiting to see if
There's
my brain.
3 leaders.
Yeah.
Aris and his parents.
Yeah, I can't remember Aris's parents' names.
I thought the question was, what is the name for people who worship the names of the leaders?
No, excuse me.
Do you know their names?
Like the
Aris's parents' names? No.
It is Aris's parents' names, but I think we will pass it there to Zin.
That means I have to remember their names.
Yes, Team Abyssal Chicken, you will have to remember the names
cool names.
of
They were cool
your
names.
arch
And they work with
enemies.
Vara.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sanana Vara.
Soliloquy?
Elias.
Well, that's your dad's name.
Yes. Hey, I recognize
That's great.
it. Elias is the warden.
See, so if you're listening, you don't have to feel bad either.
Yes,
It's okay.
straight up.
I'd be shocked if people remembered these names.
Mr. and Mrs. Vara.
I would take it.
Oh,
No.
honestly saying Mr. and Mrs. Vara.
We gotta fade it.
I will take it if you are able to give me the bonus answer, which I have here.
Okay.
What is the name of Elias Pending's force of men that guards the community?
The Star Callers.
Correct, but I will need the Domi
The Latin name.
dialect name. To give you a hint, it has heavily to do with the name of the star that stands still.
Solari.
I will give it to you. The Aelin
Aelin
Solari.
Solari.
is the Domi
Hey,
dialect name
good
for
job.
The star callers. Yes.
Now,
that is
okay,
correct.
what are
Aris's
Aris's
parents?
names?
Aris.
We can't stop.
So the full answer is the Anu Lise is the name of your community. Elendor Vara and Sidara.
Sidara.
Every time you say it,
Yes.
Sidara Vara.
And
Sidara
Sidara, I believe, is it's I think it might be Persian for star, and
Sidara
Elendor is
Vara.
related to Lord of the Rings. So
My brain went Elias for Elendor, and I was like feeling the Solara Vara. Solara Vara.
Yeah, you get those
Solara-
points.
Solara.
You get those points for
Solara.
Solari. That was
It's fun to say. It's
Yeah.
a good one.
it's a
How
lot
many
of
is that?
synonyms.
2 points?
That is 2 points to you, to Team Abyssal Chicken. Rah. And now on to our third and last of our character-specific questions for Cassie.
Oh, yep.
For this Cassie-driven question, once more, Team Duck, you are not allowed to answer here, and Team 2% and Team Abyssal Chicken, you are up. For this Cassie-related question, what spell or spell-like effect from her homebrew feat caused Cassie to be pulled away from the River Sibyllin and into a forest clearing where they met Coin the Bard?
It was an intrusive Echoes homebrew variant with the title of. It's not. It's because the Wheel and Woe is different, but it's like Echoes of Star Song.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Echoes
Because
of
it was the
Star
song
Song.
she was
Well done.
hearing.
That is correct. And you actually named the name of the table as well. There.
Nice.
Yeah, because the intrusive thoughts is what we stuck with. So it was like intrusive song or intrusive echoes.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
cool.
one. Good one.
Nice job.
So
1
good.
point.
So fantastic. Excellent there. Unfortunately, Cassie did not get a chance to steal there.
It's okay.
But I will give you a chance to steal 1 point away for this bonus question.
Just me?
Just for Cassie, yeah. What was the exact condition caused by the effect?
In that specific episode?
Yep.
Oh, incapacitated?
Incorrect.
I missed it. I thought I was blinded, but I wasn't blinded.
Charmed.
Charmed
Yeah,
is
there it
correct.
is, yeah.
Team Abyssal Chicken will steal the 1 bonus point away.
Good catch.
Good stuff, y'all. We return to our other questions for round 2 here for trivia. And these are also still worth 1 point. They just have to do with some of our favorite NPCs. And so for our first question here, this one has to do with Mojo Clover the Fourth. What is Mojo's favorite?
Quack. Peppermint.
Yep.
Correct.
Dang it.
That is a point to Team Duck. Good job.
Favorite flavor of tea.
Tea. And
Favorite
the
flavor of
gleaning,
tea.
Yeah. I think I would have accidentally said cinnamon plum, even though.
Well,
I
it's
knew it
whatever
was
Zin had
peppermint.
because she always
Yeah.
has whatever he has.
Yep.
This next one is related to Dapple. How did Dapple welcome the party to her simple domain?
She showed up as a frog. No, she got us with the vines.
I'm going to say incorrect.
Damn it.
Because you said showed up with a frog.
She showed up as a frog.
As a frog.
Oh, I guess actually no.
She showed up as a
You're
frog.
technically not incorrect by saying she did show up as a frog.
And got us with the vines. You said both. Yeah, she snared us as the frog.
Because she welcomed us in the morning
cast a spell in wild shape?
Well, she actually
snared then wild shape.
She snared then wild shaped.
Oh,
because
I feel like that counts. Unless neither of those were the answer you were looking for.
I'll give it to you, Team Abyssal Chicken. You can take it. But yes, I was specifically looking for entangle.
Yeah.
Entangle.
That was a fun scene
Nailed
to
it.
play out. Please let us down.
Another one related to Dapple. How is Dapple's domain different from the domain of Two Wells? I'll take many answers here, but I'm specifically referring to the structural difference between the magical domain. The domain of Two Wells is fundamentally different than Dapple's simple domain.
Upper inflection.
Team 2%?
I'm either thinking it's because of the Wishing Willows or the Wicked Willows and the Two Wells creating a defense versus Dapple's intentional barrier. Yeah, go ahead.
That is partially correct. I will give Team Abyssal Chicken a chance to steal.
If my answer is better than my answer.
You'll have to be a little bit more specific.
So Rainbow's Fate and Two Wells are because there's 3 big, powerful baddies holding it together.
Correct.
Versus
Dominari
versus Dapple, hers is based on wish power, I think, or she has to re-up it.
I will say that is more correct. You're still missing a very
what am I missing?
Specific part. You're still missing a very specific part, though. So I would allow Team Duck.
The only thing I can really think of in specific is that, it's self-made by her. Like, I can't expand upon
There's
that.
one specific thing I'm looking about how it is self-made that I might give you the steal.
Is there like a token involved? Sorry, you can have it if that's the like.
We'll say this point goes, I think, to Team Abyssal Chicken for the most correct answer, which is in full, Dapple's is a simple domain created by ritual spell casting, which is what I was looking for there to be a little bit. She's got a bunch of spell casting scrolls that were given to her by Fall and that she has to re-up.
Oh yeah, all the scrolls.
It's basically 3 spells to create a domain, whereas for others, like a natural domain, you have 3 naturally bound entities, or like the 2 L's, 3 who are powerful enough to enter into a willing pact and say, this place will be ours. So 3 different ways to make a domain. Dapple's is the simplest of them.
And the edge of a domain would just be called a barrier.
Yeah, barrier.
Boundary.
Yeah.
Bubble.
Not only is Dapple's the smallest, it is also functionally different and the simplest in creation. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily permanent if you weren't to continue that work.
Bubble.
She's a bubble.
Well, that was fun for me to explore some lore there. We have next for our questions a Lemillion question.
Oh boy.
What?
Oh fuck.
What are you gonna say?
Sweet salt.
Point for all of us?
Incorrect.
What? Fine. Well, let
me say the question.
Okay.
What were Lemillion's very first words to the party? I'm looking for the very first 2 words that he said to the party.
You there?
Incorrect.
It was a good guess, though.
That was a good guess.
On God. Sorry.
I mean, just because of how it went off to Lemillion Lone Star.
Close, but no. And it's Lode Star,
it's
man.
Lode
Did I say
Star,
Lone Star?
George.
Lone Star feels.
Did I say Lone Star?
You said lone. We say lone in this house. They say load.
I know. I meant to say it. I was thinking load. I'm weird. My brain just does it because there's a Lone Star.
Just
like,
I
literally think Lode Star and I say Lone Star. I don't even know I'm doing it.
Any other answers?
My man.
Yeah.
All very good. All very good.
We all did it in his voice.
I will give you a multiple choice.
Oh, yes.
To give you guys another chance. Yes, you all have another chance here.
We're all just gonna buzz in when we hear it.
Maybe not.
What were Lemillion's very first words to the party? On guard. On hand. Over my dead body.
That's
Avast ye.
If it was on guard, Maya said it.
Bzz. On hand.
Team 2%, that is correct.
Yeah.
It was
It
on
felt
hand,
right.
which is like the perfect thing for me as DM who I like to believe that I say the kind of right thing most of the time, but it's, like I definitely meant on guard.
Yeah.
Like,
It was giving on guard, but it was on hand.
Yeah. On hand.
Rob's flavor.
I get spirit
Which is now
cloud.
canon is what we say.
We out here.
It's what Wishmasters say.
Yeah. On hand.
On hand.
Unhand me, you.
For our next Lemillion question, another point here. What were the names of Lemillion's men for which you would... Oh, that was quite a tie. I think I
I
will...
want to hold hands and say it together. My clammy ass.
Could we
hands.
each get 1 point if we say it?
Yes.
Sweet. Salt.
Tart.
I'll give everyone a point. For this next one, it's a Volano related question.
Ugh.
Bitch.
What spells did Volano cast during the final clash with Aris inside the falls? Team
Gotta
Abyssal
get more
Chicken?
abyssal. Mage armor,
Correct.
levitate.
Correct.
Did he do anything useful?
There's one last one I'm looking for here.
He had the perfect angle to do a spell that had range. And it was.
It did damage. I remember that because I was really happy about
I
that.
was really happy about the
Visually,
damage.
I'm not really sure if I was actually
it?
invested there.
Was it a guiding bolt?
No, unfortunately, it was not.
He's not cool enough for that shit.
I will give
Level
someone
1 monk.
a chance to steal.
I'm stuck at the same spot.
Is it Magic Stone?
Unfortunately, not. So
No.
that point will go to Team Abyssal
Nice
Chicken.
job.
I'll take it,
what
but
was
what
the-
was it?
The
He had the perfect angle. You
Yes.
said it.
the third spell was a Burning Hand,
Burning
which is a
Hands.
blast of flame that comes out from the palms.
Oh, yeah, because then did have like a whoa moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fire.
For a bonus point,
Oh.
which of these did he cast to save himself and abandon his
Right.
original?
Levitate.
That is correct.
Yeah, from Lyra.
Yeah.
That is correct. Which of these spells did he cast to save himself and abandon his original group of fellow Starwatch monks?
How did he actually survive?
And nearing the end of round 2 here, we have a Scotty question up next.
Oh.
Following the battle with Aris Vara, Scotty made a great request of our heroes to take both Atem and Raya with them. When they accepted this task, Scotty then spent the last of his energy to make a wish. What was this wish for?
So we have a good long rest.
Team Abyssal Chicken, that is correct.
Nice.
Yeah, that was too sad for me to answer.
And our last question here of round 2 is Raya related. Where was Star, then as she was known, hiding when the party first confronted Scotty?
Is a big crystal.
That is correct. I will give that to you, Team 2%.
Nice.
Yes, hidden within the facets of a large crystal.
Yeah.
And that is the end of round 2
She
here.
came out. I can see that
Yeah,
happening.
you
in
have
my
that one
head.
clocked.
Yeah, that one.
Yay!
Good stuff. We do have another round later on that has points, so you guys can tally up point totals and we'll talk about those, but just be aware that you have a chance to earn more points later on. So it's not
All
the
right.
end of our game.
End of round 2. Can we get a ding ding?
End of round 2. Ding, ding.
Ding ding.
So at the bottom of round 2, let's count up our points. What are we leading into round 3? What are we rocking?
Zen's rocking a 10.
Nice. Okay. Team
Damn.
Team Abyssal Chicken with a 10.
Rocking a 10.
I'm at a strong 7.
Nice. Okay. Team 2% with a 7.
Team Duck with 6 points.
Ooh, okay. Strong 10 out there. Wow.
I don't know how it happened.
Well, with that, we are moving on to round 3, which I have as what if scenarios. I just have it in my mind that we'll pick a few of these and drop into it and make some rolls to see how that could have been different. So I think to start us off, I'm going to toss in my submission and each of you can pick from the list and toss in your submission. We'll start with from episode number 2, Catch a Falling. I've always wondered what would have happened if the party went back to save Lemillion and face the hunger spirit early on. So I think to replicate that, as Lemillion says, so my men went that way. You said screams, you said?
Well, I mean, do you want us to help you?
You shouldn't go alone.
I guess we could go. I mean, should we go?
Guys.
I mean,
Weren't we just running from this thing?
They actually have quite a bit of gold. If we fell the creature or whatever is taking them, I'll give you half.
We
of it.
are wish
Half.
hunters of the wish hunters of the third well, and it doesn't pay well.
It's only 5 gold. So it's not.
Oh.
Okay, 10 gold. It's 10 gold. You can give me insight rolls here.
9.
6.
3.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it must be just that. That's I'll tell you guys as players, way more gold than that. And he's only offering to share half of a subset of that gold. But he says, yeah, 10 gold if you'll come with me and save my men with me.
Well, team, I mean, we can't let him go alone. That would mean, I mean, we know what that would mean. We have to. If you are you in Sir Lemillion, was it?
Yes, Lemillion Lodestar, greatest of the Wishmasters west of the Erd.
Incredible. I'm writing that down.
And you need vengeance, is it?
Yes, vengeance against assumably, if a creature has taken my men, if I assume it to be some sort of boar or maybe a giant hyena or something, but I can take it.
We can't change your mind.
And I see that your top button is unbuttoned. You know what? Parable and top his top button.
I've never known a man to look at me such as that and unbutton. I would say that's the opposite of striking a man in for a duel. So fast friends at last.
By my oath, I will help you get your money.
So all really fast friends, you guys go to investigate the hunger spirit as just a hungry, lumbering, still unknowing how to be fully humanoid in shape, almost tree-like as it grasps onto the world with each step.
Are we going to, do I need my character sheet? What level were we for this?
That's a good point. Roll stealth checks here as this lumbering creature nears.
16.
13.
12.
Time for me to roll the important roll, which is the Wish Drinker's perception, or as we've come to know it, and as it was then known, the hungry spirit.
What a pip. Imagine how quickly we could have defeated the hunger spirit when he was just a wee lad.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me of the rolls.
16.
13.
12.
With a 17,
Ooh.
it sees you all. Lemillion, as you guys all near, he actually wouldn't have given you guys an option. He steps out and he says, "Avast ye, on guard, on hand, over my dead body will you be past me, creature. You foul thing, fall by my blade," as he jumps in front. And I think we'll cut there at initiative to see. We may never know exactly how it went down. But yeah, I do want to resolve that encounter. Let's do it we'll do a roll from each of you. We're going to say I need an average roll of a 15 to succeed.
18.
14.
4.
Oh, Peril, you tell me how you fucked up that encounter.
Yeah, I think Parable doesn't know how much he's grown in our timeline. I think Parable, after deciding to go back there and seeing the threat, would put himself in harm's way with something like compelled duel.
I imagine a situation where the rest of the party, realizing that this thing is maybe a larger fight than you guys were prepared for resource-wise at the time, Parable hangs back, smites. Unbeknownst to you guys, this thing grows from radiant damage, and then no longer is Parable bolstered by allies. He's caught unaware. Oh, I would love to see that, but I think I'm going to cut that what if there as we leave Parable defending a party escaping from your first interaction with the Wish Drinkers. For now, I think. Delicious. Moving on, does anyone else have an immediate pick from my list here of what ifs and or your own? I would accept write-in submissions.
My what if is if Aris had found Dapple's place.
Ooh.
Very.
Like maybe Zin didn't say anything or just listened to their conversation and brought it back to the party.
Interesting.
Or Aris had heard Dapple or stumbled in, on his way.
Cool. Does anyone want to roll my Aris and Dapple die here as I see how the situation went down?
I'll roll the Aris die.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Aris is going to need a...
It's like your gem that you have.
Yeah. My Aris crystal.
So Aris is going to need a successful survival check to find and arrive to Dapple's cottage. Dapple is going to need a successful perception check to see that occurring and prevent them discovering it by shifting the cottage invisibly. So if I'm successful, Dapple has a chance to hide the cottage. If you're successful, then you are able to get there. This first roll, we're going to set at a DC 12 each. Let's see Aris first.
6.
Ooh, not enough. As the day goes on, That is a 13 for Dapple, so I think
feel like that
spots Aris as Aris is kind of stumbling around. Give me another Aris roll to see if he's able to.
He was also like
spot them.
yelling at his men. Like he was
Yeah.
not being stealthy at all.
Yeah, and she's got security goats. You
That's a
just hear a
four.
big
That's a 14.
Cool. That meets our DC. I'm gonna give Dapple a check here once more. Ooh, with a 7. I won't give her disadvantage on the initiative, but I was thinking of giving her advantage on this initiative due to her perception. But in this moment, as Aris stumbles upon the cottage, let's roll for initiative to see if Dapple is able to do anything first.
5.
Ooh, cocked over here on a 5 with a natural 1.
Oh.
No.
Dapple is just now coming back with an assortment of creatures that she has saved. Most of them are young enough that they require constant care and protection and can't be let go of. So she just watches as Aris storms through her place and burns the cottage down. He finds her collection of spell scrolls. This is a story that you hear from her eventually as she meets up with you, with just the animals that she was with her. And she says, no longer do I have the reserve I once had, but I'm starting a new one, as she looks to
It's perfect in its
the
own
small
fucked up
set
way.
of animals that she was able to save. One of them seems to be Papaya's younger brother.
Oh.
She could be the missing third link for Raya and Atem.
Oh yeah, she had lost her domain as well. Yeah.
If I roll a nat 20, can Lemillion have been there and stabbed him in the chest?
If you roll a nat 20 right now, and then you'll have to roll a 4 on a d4. What are you showing me? You're just showing me the math rock that
It was on an 8.
which is very near the
Wow.
20. I understand what you mean now.
Yeah, it bounced off the wall the wrong way.
Could we roll like a perception to see if Aris would have seen the golden light in the forest?
I
mean,
think
we can
that
stick with the burning it down vibe.
No, I think that happens either way because the amount of creatures that tries to escape from the cottage as this demiplane animal reserve is being burnt down and destroyed draws in the hunger spirit, I'm sure. And the same thing goes down, except it gives the hunger spirit more ammunition to grow and more creatures. And suddenly you're fighting giant scorpions and Aris. Because
my
don't forget,
God.
giant scorpions were on level 1.
Yep.
That is, I think, a good point to call it.
At least Zin wouldn't have questioned killing him after that, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
That would have made
totally.
her way more confident.
And it would have gotten Dapple into the mobile party.
Yeah.
So she would have kind of become more part of the structured crew rather than.
That's a shame.
It's nice how she's
Abby.
kind of served as daycare for those who are needed. But any other what ifs to move on to? We got 2 more of you. Team 2% and Team Duck are yet to submit.
Yeah, mine is from episode 6. So my what if is, what if Volano tried to kidnap or harm Raya?
Oh, that is a good one to pick. Cassie, give me a perception check with advantage here.
Okay. So 3. It was a 1 and then it was a 3.
Oh my God.
Does she have a vision?
Yeah,
What's her vision?
probably would have.
Give me one more perception check. I have a 15 on my die that indicates that Volano was very successful in his initial stealth as you all lay down to sleep.
It's a 3.
Oh, put it in the...
Just threw it across the room, put it in the dice jail.
But what if I rolled on this one? Let's just see, just for
Let's
fun.
just see. Let's just see.
16. Sorry. Sometimes that one's it. Today,
it was
that
not.
one quit.
Yeah. So that die goes to the dice jail as
Little dunce hat.
Volano is once more successful with a 17. And
I'm not the only one here.
I know, but I think I actually have a really good excuse for this because Cassie is the only one that has a trance. Volano stays up and risks a level of exhaustion. All of you got a long rest. Cassie's the only one that would have had 4
Yeah.
extra hours to potentially
true.
to potentially spot him.
So
Yeah.
what?
I think
So
Sorry,
what?
I'm sorry. I have to keep reminding myself like this is just a what if.
with 15, he was successful in the stealth. With a 17, he's successful in, well, we shall see as he goes to manhandle Raya, for lack of a better word.
Gross.
And with a 3 on the die, Raya is unable to fight back, as I think if you guys were able to see it, Volano probably has a spell or ritual spell like effect that not as bad as the dimensional cuff links that you guys have seen, the constellation cuffs, but I think similarly would bind Raya and take her out of the domain.
It's giving like was given to him by one of the higher up sages on a scroll, and he can only do this thing because he can't read the fucking scroll.
Yep, absolutely.
But I do think Zin's gonna be cool with murder when she finds out about this too. So 2 for 2.
One very
Zin is
important
cool
thing.
with murder.
Zin suddenly
This is a whole
in
different
all the what
campaign.
ifs. Zin is just morally suddenly very on one edge.
It's been so morally clear in these. What if?
Man, that would have really, really changed things.
Yeah, if Alana, especially, and it seems like Cassie doesn't notice it. Does Cassie go on like a hunt?
I think we would be at Star Watchtower by now.
That's
Mhm.
oh,
For
we're just gonna
sure.
get there before him, and we're gonna wait for him. Then we're gonna slit his throat as soon as we get.
I really think,
yeah.
Cassie would have been angry.
Well,
Yeah.
one
Especially, sorry, I
No,
keep
go ahead.
interrupting
No,
you.
go ahead. Go
Just
ahead.
like I think there was some advocating on Cassie's, just some allowing on Cassie's part for Valano to stay with us, like to not,
yes,
just sort of like let's keep him.
just the decency of you, even though you're like in your gut wanting to hate him. Part of you says, "Oh no, I still have to be a decent human being and keep him around."
Or just like wanting to have kept an eye on him, whatever it was.
Yeah, either way. Well, one very important roll, which will be a DC 14 wisdom saving throw for him. He's got +4 here, so needs a 10 on the die. But this would be to maintain his memory as he leaves the boundary of the domain. Because without Scotty's permission, you're just leaving the Feywild, which the Feywild has rules about memory and time. And so we'll first roll. Damn it. With a 19, he saved on the memory.
Another scroll he read from another sage.
Yeah, he's burning all
None
the
of this
shit
man's success is his.
None of this man's success is his. Absolutely not. And with the 3 on the die, it hasn't. Oh no. For him, a lot of time passes.
Oh, he crumbles to dust.
Ashes.
Indiana Jones
Yeah.
style.
The way that I had the Feywild effect work for the amount of time something took was just rolling a d20, the lower, the longer. And so as they leave, time is warped in such a way that because Scotty puts you guys just like in the present, you guys have time to wait as the domain disappears and Scotty disappears as well. But Raya and Volano pop back into existence as the domain like tried to thrust them into the future as they leave.
Oh,
Yeah. So
cool.
I think you guys would have had a chance to ambush Volano and Raya as they tried to make their escape. Fun to think about.
Yeesh.
I would have offered him a pen.
Why?
And then turned it.
And then stab.
I would have killed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
you would, I forget, your pen can turn into a sword. You would have. I like that. I would have offered him a pen.
I can just see it now. And
Turn-
from your angle, straight through the heart.
Yeah, right? Yep. I love that. And because you're short, it would look like this.
I'm taking that as a mental note to at some point have a bad guy like not know that you're there and say, "Does anyone have a pen?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so cool.
I just had a thought. Maybe people would like to know that George isn't short.
George is not short.
No, I'm pretty short.
No, well,
No, you're
I
not.
don't think you're short.
I'm what 5'5" is pretty short.
6'6"
You're
is
not
not short,
5'5".
dude.
7'3".
I mean 5'3" is pretty tall, I guess. Yeah.
Short king.
Yeah.
Your crown makes you like 5'8" on a good day,
Yeah, 5'1",
depending on the posture.
Yeah.
You look like 5'11".
It's not bad being 5'.
Comment on this episode
Yeah.
how
How
tall you
tall?
think G is.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure anymore.
4'11" is not short anymore.
I know for a
He's just
fact. I know for a fact because it's funny that I am 69 inches tall. I think you're taller than me. You got to be
He's-
5'10" at least. You got to be 70 inches.
Yeah, like
That's so cute.
What, that I know
Just-
inches?
it's just
you
cute.
know,
Well, he's 69 inches.
3 foot was a growth spurt. You know, now that I'm like 4'2", I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah. One day you'll get to 69 and feel cool like me. Anyways, does anyone have our last what ifs for this round?
Can I do one that's not on the list?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take write-ins.
What if Atalanta or Prophecy convinced Parable to go with them and took Star,
Oh.
either took Star or Parable or both
Oh,
Interesting.
on like a persuasive terms?
Let's do opposed persuasion versus your insight, as I think it would like you interacted most with Atalanta. Like
Yeah.
you talked a lot with Prophecy as well as a group, but you specifically as Parable had a moment with Atalanta and just one-on-one kind of spoke of the feeling of being locked in a role that you both loathe on some level,
Mm-hmm.
but also find immense pride in on another. And obviously you have different mixtures of that. But Atalanta loathes the fact that she's not her own master, right? She's too proud to not loathe that on some level. But she's also, like I said, immensely proud to be Count Chance's #1 warrior and confidant. We'll see if that was enough to sway Parable in that moment.
7.
8.
Wow.
Barely.
Honestly, that is the dice reading my mind, because there was a contrarian / self-destructive storyteller that wanted to go, break up the party and go with them and figure out where Count Chance was, but a better mind prevailed. But definitely, a call of the void there.
Oh, I could see a world where Atalanta echoes some of the things that prophecy says, that the Count Chance is a good man, a changed man. You only heard that from prophecy. Atalanta never really confirmed that. So that was kind of left to be unclear. And I won't confirm that now, whether or not Count Chance is a good man, a changed man. But Parable was offered those words, and I think that would shake anyone who is convinced to their core that they escaped the most evil of situations, which we have seen is quite evil systematically. But Count Chance specifically, we may just have to wait to find out.
Parable's not gullible enough to go back, but he is nosy enough.
Curiosity killed me.
Yeah.
Whether you're successful in that endeavor, I don't know if we have the time to play out, because I imagine Cassi and Zin might have some things to say about it.
Yeah, you'd have to convince
tried to get out of there.
Yeah, it might have been like just a different shade of Parable, like seeing someone from his land bound in the same type of fate and deciding to use this leverage and also connect his past at the same time by just admitting that Raya would technically be safe with Count Chance in some shape of that word.
Was Parable safe with Count Chance?
Technically.
Really?
I mean, he wasn't free. He wasn't happy. He wasn't in a space to be himself.
Any of those wishes could have taken you out.
Dare I say, harmful.
Safety is more than just your physical safety, right? Like,
totally.
I think that's got to be part of Parable's learning journey. That, like, one of the questions that I often have with characters that have a lot of trauma in their backstory is how aware of the fact that they are or are not healing, right? Parable seems to fluctuate on that level of awareness, specifically when it comes to the goodness of where he came from and the role that played.
Yeah, I think a lot of the experience with Count Chance is but kind of like set me up to who I want to be as Parable in that respect. I like the idea of questioning what good is, and whether or not I went back, it wouldn't be like in that forgiveness and safety is definitely an emotional need as well. But what I've loved about this world is that it, like, with constantly saying a wish torn world, people's priorities have shifted, and safety being negotiated mentally by Parable, saying like, we can't protect this. How are we supposed to take care of a star? The only greater authority I know, I guess, is Count Chance.
Yeah. The only place as magical as Rainbow's Fate, the Bookwell. Like, where else could a being such as Raya exist?
Take her back home.
Yeah, take her to a place where that magical, arcane, unknowable, immense things can be stored and kept for safety? Question mark. Back to that idea of safety.
Good point, though.
I think that is a good place to end our what if rounds here. Great thought, provoking ones. We've got a whole long list here, though, and I maybe at some point on the Patreon exclusive feed we'll do some more what ifs, because that was fun. I had a good time rolling through those. Nice. On to round 4. For this next one, we have incorrect statements here. So I have some statements about each of you, as well as some statements about the campaign or the world in general. Each of these are going to be worth 2 points each. You will need to identify what is incorrect about these statements. Some of these are overly pedantic and really just a little in the weeds. So you will have to be as specific as possible, because I brought my A game here. For this first one, we have a character specific question. And again, the rules apply that Parable team 2% is not allowed to answer first. Parable's oath may not be written in stone, for it seems to be shifting. Once an oath of devotion to Count Chance, then an oath of vengeance. It seems his oath is preparing to shift once more. Parable's oath may not be written in stone, for it is shifting. Once an oath of devotion to Count Chance, then an oath of vengeance. It seems this oath is preparing to shift once more. What is incorrect about this statement? Team Duck?
It is written in stone.
Correct. That is a good catch. Answer. Parable's oath is actually written in stone upon brick's surface.
Great catch.
That is 2 points to you.
Nice.
This next one is a Zin-related one. Zin recently experienced the return of memories that had been locked away by Scotty. Once released, the memories were enough to convince Zin that her home community of Domi were up to no good. What is incorrect about this statement?
Can you read it one more time?
Absolutely. Zin recently experienced the return of memories that had been locked away by Scotty. Once released, the memories were enough to convince Zin that her home community of Domi was up to no good. That is Team 2% with the buzzin'.
They were locked away by Akuma?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Good catch.
Mhm.
Good catch.
Although the memories were
Is that what you're going to say?
additionally locked away by Scotty.
Yeah.
Good catch to both of you. But those points will go to 2%.
I feel like the memories of Igor and Esther were like bestowed by Scotty.
Exactly. But it was Akuma that was specifically holding them back from Zin.
Right.
Yes. And for our third, we of course have a Cassi related question. So Sav, please refrain from chiming in. And again, identify what is incorrect about this statement. Cassi, over the course of 6 weeks, successfully hypothesized that Solaris was more active than it appeared. This was only possible due to the fact that she missed the sound of her doorbell ringing. I'll read that once more.
Mhm.
Cassi, over the course of 6 weeks, successfully hypothesized that Solaris was more active than it appeared. This was only possible due to the fact that she missed the sound of her doorbell ringing.
Bzzzt.
2%?
She heard the doorbell?
She did.
Yeah, 'cause she went and
heard
talked
the
about
doorbell and willingly ignored
I
it.
went with my gut for that one.
Nice job, guys. Yes, Cassi did not miss the ringing. She ignored it.
Shell phones.
Nice stuff, y'all. That is 2 points to all those who answer correctly there for those. And moving on, we do have some more 2-pointers, so keep on your toes.
Oof.
These ones are related to the world at large. This one has to do with Mojo. Due to the powerful luck granted by his lucky iron foot, Mojo survived the years of the Great Wishing and created the domain of 2 wells with the help of the Wizard Fall and the Witch of Willow.
One more time.
What is incorrect about this statement? Due to the powerful luck granted by his lucky iron foot, Mojo survived the years of the Great Wishing and created the domain of 2 wells with the help of the Wizard Fall and the Witch of Willow.
Quack.
Team Duck?
It's not an iron foot. It's
You're
something else.
onto it. There is that
Or
you
it's
are
not.
you have identified the incorrect thing about the statement that his luck does not come from his iron foot.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I will give anyone else
Isn't it a wooden foot?
It is not it is an iron peg leg.
Oh, okay, but it doesn't come from that.
Yes, but I will give anyone with a more specific answer as to where his luck comes from a chance to steal.
Well, geez.
His rabbit's foot?
Wait. His leg isn't lucky. It wouldn't make sense. He's Lucky Mojo. So he's associated with luck.
We're losing him.
You're honestly kind of close there. Nobody was, I think, more specific than Team Duck there. So the point goes to you, Team Duck. But Mojo's luck stems from, in part, his missing rabbit foot, but he no longer has it. So he doesn't count it as part of his luck. But he has told you that due to the luck of his good name, that he was able to survive the years of the Great Wishing. So he believes his luck comes from the fact that he is Mojo Clover the fourth, both the name being Mojo and Clover, symbols of luck, and the 4th being his lucky number in his mind.
And 4 leaves on a clover.
4 leaves on a clover,
Good on
exactly.
him.
Yeah. So
Attaboy.
yes, very close, but that one will go to Team Duck for the well thought out point. We are closing in on the end of our incorrect statements here. This next one has to do with the main lore of the campaign. The Wizards 3, Wish, Luck, and Time, were the founders of the Rabbit's Foot and the first Wish Hunters of the 3rd Well. I'll say that once more. What is incorrect about this statement? The Wizards 3, Wish, Luck, and Time, were the founders of the Rabbit's Foot and the first Wish Hunters of the 3rd Well.
They weren't the founders of the rabbit's foot.
Anything else? Because that is
No.
that is one incorrect part of the statement. There is actually another incorrect part of the statement as well. Please correct the statement. The Wizards 3 Wish, Luck, and Time were the founders of the Rabbit's Foot and the first wish hunters of the Third Well.
So they weren't the founders. The founders were Mojo, Willow, and Fall.
Correct. Mojo, Fall, and Willow were the ones to establish the Rabbit's Foot.
And they weren't wish hunters of the Third Well.
That is correct. Yes. So there were two incorrect part statements about that. Mojo, Fall, and Willow were the ones to establish the Rabbit's Foot, and the Wizards 3 were wish hunters, but they were not bound to the Third Well. You three were the first to successfully do that.
Hell
yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Good job.
Good job to you guys. Oh, wait, you were saying good job to... Never mind. Yeah, thanks. They're great questions.
They
Are those Maya's points?
Yes. I'll give 1 point to each of you, actually. And continuing on and nearing the end of round 4 here, identify the incorrect part of the statement. Savandria, once a solar dragon, was transformed by the Great Wishing and became the wish...
Got it.
Go ahead.
She was a moon dragon.
Yeah.
Moonstone dragon. Moonstone dragon.
That is correct. Savandria was not a solar dragon, was once a moonstone dragon. Good fix there real quick. That is 2 points to you, Team Duck. I'm loving the quack, by the way. It's getting more unhinged with everyone.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Last one here for this round. Akuma has referenced several times that he recalls previous lives. These previous lives were mentioned, not the chronological order of these lives, but in the order they were mentioned, in the following order: devil, snake, dragon, caterpillar, butterfly. I'll say that one more time. Go ahead.
He was never a butterfly.
That is incorrect. He did at one point mention that in the culmination of his life as a caterpillar, he became a butterfly. Akuma has referenced several times that he recalls his previous lives. These previous lives were mentioned in the following order: devil, snake, dragon, caterpillar, butterfly.
Snake, dragon, caterpillar, butterfly, devil.
I will accept that because you have identified one incorrect part of the statement. However, your order is slightly off. If anyone has the exact order.
Was devil first?
What's the rest of your order?
I think it was devil, dragon, snake, caterpillar, butterfly.
I'm going to give 1 point to each of you because snake was never mentioned as a life. He actually...
You said in the statement, the following were all mentioned.
Well, maybe that's another.
That was incorrect.
Oh, brat.
Actually,
you got me.
So Akuma never actually mentioned being a snake. He even considers himself now technically a devil.
Yeah.
Technically a devil. Yeah, I'm a fiend.
I call him a Zen is gaslighting herself.
Yes, you summon him and in the form of a snake and in the form of a fiery little serpent. But
so in Zen's
not.
reality, he is a little snake.
No, but technically a devil. I actually have a contract on your soul, so...
Slither snake.
Just a smoky little guy.
Just a smoky little guy.
I imagine Zen in hell like being like, this is my smoky little guy, and be like, don't talk like that in front of my devil friends.
Give me the pinky. Give me the pinky tail.
Well, with that
Do you really let her talk to you like that?
That is the end of our point. Yes, I do, because, well, it's just a whole thing. We have negotiations every morning, and normally, we're not getting into it.
You negotiate with your human.
No. This is definitely a one shot we'll need to do. Akuma in hell. And with that
Or
is
heaven.
Oh yeah, who knows? That is the end of our 4th round though, and the end of our points of our episode today. So let's tally those up and see who takes home the victory. Team Abyssal Chicken.
12.
Team 2%.
11.
Team
15.
What? How did that happen?
Sleeper.
She got a lot of the twos.
Yeah, damn,
And
that came out of nowhere.
Half of the twos.
Beats
I
me.
really thought that was going to be anticlimactic.
From a 7?
I really thought you were losing so bad.
She was.
Hey! Rein it in over there, big guy.
Well, congratulations, my love. You have earned yourself a heroic
A
inspiration.
blank check
you can,
to our shared income.
heroic inspiration. You can mark that on your character sheet.
Oh, cool. Do I get the little token?
Yeah, you get the little. Oh yeah. I have a little physical token.
Wow. Grants advantage on any attack, save, or skill check.
Nice.
Shout out to Dungeon Mod.
Nice.
Dungeon Mod, Madison, Wisconsin.
Well, with that, I think we just have a couple of last moments for round 5, which will be our lightning bonus round. I'm just going to read off some superlatives, and I just need you guys to like almost association style shout out a name. I would say most of these apply to the core group of the PCs plus Akuma, Papaya, Lemillion, Raya, Volano, but feel free to shout out any name that feels right.
I'm ready.
Most likely to have the best one-liner of an episode.
Lemillion.
Raya.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Both of those NPCs, I mean, because Parable and Zin have both ended episodes with fantastic
I was going to say Zin,
ones.
yeah.
I was going to say Parable too, but I feel like Raya coming to herself and her like godly, not godly vibe. She's got some good one-liners.
Okay, awesome.
I think, or she at least like starts the ball rolling on a one-liner that is then said later. Maybe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think my proudest moment in terms of improv one-liners, and you'll just have to believe me, was when Raya ended an episode saying, "I know not whether of wish or time, but I know for sure that they are most certainly out of luck."
Yeah.
And that felt
I think
good.
maybe that's stuck in my
Mhm.
brain, but I feel like Lemillion would be almost higher up because of just the inside jokes that come out of
Stick
it.
it in and
Well,
run
and he's got
away.
really short quips that I
Mm.
think stand out to all of us.
Yeah.
too.
Ooh, it
Yeah.
does stick in my mind. One of my favorite things that we did is like kind of like a vol at bump set spike was to be continued at the early on.
Yes, that was a good one.
That was
Good
one of my
one-liner.
favorite ones ever. Just to cap the episode, that felt really good.
That was like lore and role play, and it's so many good moments. And Rainbow's Fate was in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and
shit.
even I don't know why I'm missing Cassie's. You ended session 0 with just your wish in general was the perfect thing to end out the night. All of you guys are one-liner perfect, but I appreciate the NPC nods for Lemillion and Raya. Next one, most likely to have the most dramatic monologue of an episode.
Parable.
Ooh, that I completely agree with.
Really?
Yeah, you do. You have a really good way about you of including a monologue with the grand moment that deserves the monologue. I think you've done a great job. Like with Atalanta, that was a perfect moment to talk of a monologue. I put my hand to the Lemillion's blade. I put it to the side. I step to Atalanta and I look at her in the eyes and I say, "I've been where you've been. I've walked where you've walked." I'm saying geometrical sentences so it sounds wise.
Yeah.
I'll get to my point eventually.
Yep.
Now here it is.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I believe in you. It's just an excellent.
So
excellent
paladin
monologue
of you.
giver.
Yeah, it's very paladin. I think it was really funny. It's like in my head to be able to do that, I have to kind of like think out loud. And so a lot of times when I hear that, I'm like, wait, I said that out loud? Oh, wait, no, I thought that was all in my head. I didn't mean to share with you my whole thought pattern as I was monologuing out loud and now to the point
Well,
that I am missing.
I mean, Cassie and Zin do it too. I think they just do it more in like a rant-like fashion.
Yeah. If you could call
spills
Zin's
out
a
of us.
monologue. Yeah, just like. Yeah.
Great answer. Okay. Next one. Most likely to have a revelation and not share anything with the party.
Deflect.
That feels right.
100%.
No argument there.
No argument.
Most likely to commit murder.
Lemillion.
Akuma.
Papaya.
Oh. Akuma's good.
Honestly, all really good answers. Papaya's also way up there.
It's the only thing
I
he
wanna
says.
I do want to see
Murder.
Papaya get his murderous moment.
Yeah, but Lemillion he doesn't seem to like really enjoy it, but it's just like a way of life for him.
It's definitely on the table for him.
Yeah.
Source of pride. Yeah.
It's always a like
It's his
option.
manhood.
But when's the last time you took a human life because you were forced to?
Yeah.
I do imagine though Akuma, like while we're sleeping, stays up at night and just like waits for fireflies and just kills them right out of the air. Like they won't let me kill real things, so
Double kill.
bugs it is.
Triple kill. Destruction.
Bonus points.
Oh, that's why I say destruction. I say destruction as if I am a video game announcer saying triple kill.
Yeah.
I'm
Destruction.
like, it's that exact. That's insane to me.
Yep.
Shout out COD.
Killing spree. Destruction. It's insane. Okay, moving on. Most likely to be found writing.
Cassi.
Parable.
Zin.
Right? All three of you. As I wrote that one, I was like, Zin with her list,
your
Cassi
list,
with her
yeah.
science,
So my
and
plan.
Bill in his book. Like, I don't know.
Huh.
Good answers.
We should start a
club.
in world.
You guys ever played D&D before?
Oh my God, wouldn't that be a
George
trip?
4 years ago.
All right, this is a good one. Most likely to look up.
Cass.
Yes.
Volano.
Ooh.
Just kidding. Volano's better for this next one.
Ooh.
Most likely to look up and tell you about it.
Yeah.
Bolano.
Yeah, there it is. It was terrifying as I looked into the skies above, but don't you worry, I'll tell you all about it as I didn't actually look at them. I looked through glass. Maybe that keeps you safer. I should do some notes about that. Next up is most likely to unbutton a button.
Very possible.
Lemillion or Parable, I think.
Part of me thought Dapple, right?
Right.
Dapple.
Winner with Dapple.
Dapple unbuttons a button every time anyone else unbuttons a button. So
She's down to like 2 buttons.
Yep.
hanging on by a thread.
That's a winner with Dapple.
Good answers. Good answers. Most likely to do a backflip.
Igor.
Oh,
right,
Igor, yeah.
right. Igor
Sorry.
deserves a right
Transference.
Igor.
Or Akuma and Zin on a broom. Just because Zin has recently acquired the broom, at some point you and Akuma are just going to be like fucking flying out there like a wicked little dragster. So
One might call it broomies.
Broomies. Zoomies with the Akumis upon broomies.
Yas.
No.
You want to do broomies, bro?
Should we be roomies?
Yes. Most likely to suddenly have their eyes glaze over and become entranced.
Cassandra. Cassiopeia.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, which is funny because like both Zin and Parable have definitely had their eyes glaze over and become entranced. It just happened like
So
3
many
times as often to Cassi.
How would you feel if for the second half of the campaign, we built a new expanded table for what happens when I roll a nat 1?
Oh,
for my-
I love that.
Echoes of Star Song.
That sounds great.
Just add some more options.
Yeah, just so that you're not getting constantly
I want
charmed.
some like more specific things.
Yeah, I love that. We have enough canon now. Like, it's hard to build that table out before we start a campaign. Now that we have so much, it'd be really fun.
If we base them around wishes, like regretful wishes, that would be really cool because then like they would be like echoes of not just Star Song, but echoes of unresolved wishes.
Especially
from
now
this
that I'm
world.
in the forest.
You're like
surrounded
learning
by that energy.
Yeah, and
Cool.
I imagine like starting to discern more from the static and the buzz of the outside.
Right.
Cool. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Most likely to utterly change an encounter with a single action.
Zin.
I was going to vote.
Yeah.
My toss up is between Zin and Cassi, but I did kind of ultimately also end on Zin in my brain just because of.
She's chaotic good
It's like
too.
the explosive energy. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's really impactful.
Chaotic good's the way
Chaotic
to say
good.
it. Yeah.
I mean, early on example, being able to avoid the prismatic cloud threat within the air with Akuma's big burst of energy. That's just like foreshadowing of the chaos. But then everything from turning Aris to the hunger spirit and what that ended up in to, a lot of things that Zin has just shifted throughout. So
Yeah.
you move mountains, though you are small, you are mighty.
Chaotic good job.
Chaotic good job. That is, can we get a
T-shirt?
We really should make merch that says that. Chaotic good job. Because people need to be
Pending.
told good job way more often.
Yes.
Good job if you're listening. Thank you for listening.
You're doing
You're
a
doing a
good
great job listening.
Proud of you.
Yeah, Paladin, proud of you.
Yeah, and one side note, you don't need to be paying attention as much as you are. Just listen to us and have fun.
It's not that deep.
There's a Paladin out there that's proud of you.
There's a paladin.
Oh, yeah.
There's a paladin out there that's proud of us all.
This paladin is proud of you.
Chaotic good job. Nearing the end here, most likely to start a cult.
Zen would start a cult. Zen would start a cult for people who
So rude.
are anti-cult. It's not rude.
It's an anti-cult cult.
I mean this like
Anti-cult cult.
it's so endearing. Like
That's actually really cool.
accidentally starting a sweet, safe
Rehab.
cult. Yes, experiential
love
group
that. I love
for
that.
people who
Wellness retreat.
are not people who don't want to succumb to culthood. And she has a checklist.
Yes.
How is-
And we
for
will
how to
be getting
join, how to
through it.
succeed.
What is a specific type of experience that I feel like you would have as Zen? Because to like help others with the unlearning, there's
Yeah, and
At
it's
some points you have
less
to be
of
like-
like a multi-tier and it's more of just like first thing, second thing, third thing, you know, like in a way of like chronologically how we go through it. And the lectures each day, you know, they're optional, but it would be really important if you went.
And your success is tied to productivity.
Do I really have to burn my clothes and shave my head?
Yes, all things from the material plane must leave. But don't worry.
Destruction. As you throw it to the side and Akuma takes it as a snack.
It's mostly just so Akuma lets us carry on the way that we want to. You know, he needs to burn
so
something.
He's not in charge here.
Yeah, no.
You have the office room in hell. You're doing this with deceased souls.
I mean, I would
my
say
doorbell's just someone screaming.
My only argument or debate to that would be that Herbert in and of himself is a cult.
Okay,
because of what he's
That's
absorbed.
true.
Oh,
That's true.
Interesting.
Mostly, he kind of is a cult. He's kind of
like is he just doing what Dapple's doing, but in a mobile fashion? He's
just a mobile Dapple.
He's just a mobile Dapple.
Last two here. Most likely to create a major villain NPC.
George.
Of course, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That one has to be
I was gonna
right.
push it up.
That's not terrible. It's just George. Just George.
Yeah.
And last one here. Most likely out of all of our PCs or NPCs to become a Wish Hunter campaign 2 villain.
Akuma.
Ooh, interesting. That's
Would Zin go along with it then? Like, can you have Akuma without Zin?
I think you can.
Fair.
Honestly, my brain goes to 2. Mojo Clover the 5th.
Yeah.
Or 5.
That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Rebelling. Why wasn't I a Wish Hunter the third well? Dad?
Just think of like a maniacal, evil little bunny.
Murderous bunny.
Yeah, it sounds phenomenal. Oh, Raya.
Yeah, I could see that
hurts.
too.
That hurts to think about.
Yeah.
I almost feel like Akuma would maybe encounter something that he felt so strongly about that he does you a favor by abandoning you so that he could go destroy something that maybe he didn't feel like you deserve to have to go through or something.
I see a situation where somehow Zin is manipulated into like, Zin, our community is lost without you. We need someone to step up and be a Dominari of Domi.
I can do it differently.
And you can do it different. And Akuma says, that's literally incompatible with like what I fucking, like I gotta go. I have to. And then it's the choice between your people who could accept you. And that's a cool character arc of just like,
especially if I don't have the power anymore.
Yeah.
Akuma leaves.
Yeah. Good things to think about. But again, similar to that, if Raya would do the same thing, I think all of you on some level would feel forced to like rectify that situation. Whereas like with Akuma, I'm sure all of you on some level would feel bound to it. That's really just Zin. That's just like, that's my onus. I have to hold on to that. But yeah.
I was going to say Volano, but I think he's too far down the totem pole to
Yeah.
make any sort of blip in
Low
any sort of
status.
He's a
universe.
little man. I thought the same thing too at first. And I was like, we'll squash him.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He can try.
Yeah.
Here's a muzzle.
Oh, Dapple.
Oh.
Vengeance.
No,
Take your vengeance.
like more of a as someone snapped because they're so in love with nature and the world gets industrialized in some way by Count Chance or something like that, and she just snaps back with some sort of like righteous Mother Nature fury.
I could see that if somehow there had been argument amongst whether or not to accept Savandria's plight and whether, because I think Dapple in her mind, I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but she was thinking the whole time like, cool, this is the new natural order. I'm taking notes. Like you're my Savandria, you're my boss. You are as close as to Mother Nature as I can get to speak with, especially in this type of world. You guys say, no, Savandria, we don't agree with what you might do to change this world. And then Dapple sides with Savandria, and it's suddenly you guys versus, like you said, the natural order rising up against you.
So glad we were agreeable.
Yes. Well, with that, I don't have any other stuff for our little fun mid-season talkback. Any other final notes or points that you guys want to emphasize or highlight from episodes 0 through 10 of our campaign?
I loved this style of recap. It was very fun.
I had a great time doing it with y'all.
Let's go kick some ass.
Let's kick some ass. We have a wish drinker to fight. We have a wish dragon hatchling to save.
We have some fake food to eat, and then we're gonna go out into the world and
kick some ass.
Kick some ass.
Hell yeah.
Kick some real ass. We're gonna eat some fake food, kick some real ass.
There you go.
Let's go
Not
have a
eat
snack
ass
and kick some ass.
food.
Oh, okay. Did you say eat ass?
I
and
said
kick
not eat ass and kick food. We're gonna kick ass and eat food.
Nice. Baby, you just ate with that. Hell yeah.
She ate.
Nom nom nom. And always, I do have my stuff to say here. This has been a bite-sized dice rolled twice told story, recapped by yours truly, Robert Whitehead, and brought to life by my players, Gmi and Sav. To post about the show, use hashtag DiceSized. That's DICESIZED. For more like this, follow us on Instagram and find us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/DiceSized.
DiceSized.
And rate us or something. That would be cool.